Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. It's early June 2020 and we've been told that a lot of missile remodelling has been going on. Aim-120C, SD-10, possibly Aim-120B and R-77, I'm not sure. These are the four medium-range Fox 3 type missiles that we have in DCS at the moment. We're going to do an empirical test to check how their flight parameters have changed. We've got myself with a Aim-120C, a Mandler with an SD-10, Iron Wolf with an Aim-120 Bravo, and we've got RC with an R-77. The way the tests work is we'll keep it exactly the same as we always do it, so we can compare it with historical tests. We will fire in formation at 500 knots, ground speed at 16,500 ASL. We'll fire at a straight and level attitude. We will fire at a target when he is a slant range of 25 nautical miles exactly. We'll then go and look at the TAC view and we'll see what's changed in these missiles. Any predictions, comments, or questions before we start, guys?
SD-10's going to win.
SD-10's going to win. Well, he used to win. He used to win. However, apparently they've nerfed it and buffed this, so we'll see, guys. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Automatic throttle on. Just getting aligned. AMRAAM select. Lock the target in STT, I suggest, so he doesn't lose it at the last minute. Cap ready.
Modular ready.
3, 2, 1, fire. Okay, boys, hold the target. Come on, baby. No, SC-10 is still spaceship. Come on, run out. Apparently they've buffed it with some drag. Sorry, they've nerfed it with some drag, apparently. Come on, yes, 120C is coming back. It's not as bad as it used to be. That SD-10 used to go really fast. You remember that? It's still king. It's still king, but not as cheaty as it was. In fact, the 120C is coming back, guys. The 120C is coming back. Is that a drag? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Just. So we fired at 25 nautical in all the other parameters. Perfectly timed shot. I mean, they're milliseconds behind, but obviously you got Discord lag and stuff like that. So that's as good as we're going to get. What have we got here? So I just need to lock onto one of these. So the AMRAAM gets a small head start, but we're talking, you know, a couple of 100 feet. And the SD-10, remember, always used to be king, and still is king, but only just by the looks of it. So let's go. So first of all, flight profile. Note how the Aim-120C is a lofter, the Aim-120 is a lofter. We've not changed. We've just gone on default modes for all, and we've all used the same aspect of firing. Note how the SD-10 in the standard configuration is flat. The R-77 is flat. So completely different travel method. Now look at that. Look how the SD-10 and the R-77 are going the same speed, and then suddenly something changes. I'm guessing it's a short burn rocket motor and it's suddenly burnt out. That's all I can think. And this is still taking off. Let's just have a little look at that. Yeah, the rocket motor's burnt out at that point there after just 1.6 miles for the R-77. How weird. So it's a 1.5 mile rocket motor. No use at all. Whereas the SD-10 is just getting going. And it reaches a maximum of exactly what it used to, 2040. I think from memory that's exactly how it used to be. So they haven't changed the motor on it, they've changed the drag so it slows down more, look. Slows down quicker. Because before, this thing was hitting him at like Mach 1.5. It was ridiculous. And these have gone slower, obviously, but they're going high. So they're trading, you know, they're trading their energy in different ways. And before, this had already hit the target when the Aim-120C is about there. So it's a massive change that they've done. Especially, well, at least over long distances. Close distances, I get the feeling it's still going to be significantly better. But, well, I'm not sure. I'm not going to guess. Now, this is obviously slowing down. It's gaining a massive angle of attack and whatnot. And this is now faster. And the actual impacts are almost going to be identical. So, I mean, as near as damn it, that's identical, right? In terms of seconds, let me have a look, just look here. In terms of seconds, they are exactly 31:55. They hit at the same time, basically, okay? So, at 16,500 feet, at 500 ground speed with no wind, at 25 nautical miles, head on directly, we've got basically exactly the same now, the SD-10 and the Aim-120. I wonder if they've deliberately calibrated them to be exactly the same at this kind of altitude. Wouldn't it be interesting? So, no more massive advantage for the SD-10. Obviously a different flight profile, but interestingly, if we'd have lofted the SD-10, it'd be interesting to see what we got there. Aim-120B, massive improvement to how it was. If you remember on a previous test, the Aim-120B was just ahead of the R-77. So Aim-120B, either a loss of drag or an increase of thrust or whatever they've done, you know. R-77, just as useless as it always was. It couldn't even fly at there, whatever that distance
There's
is.
something
halfway.
wrong with that R-77.
It's so bad. It's such a bad missile. So it's like firing.
The specs, it should be better.
It's like firing, you know, sidewinders at 25 miles. It just doesn't work. In fact, I reckon a sidewinder would outrange that. I'd agree there's something wrong with it as well, but I don't think they're interested in Russian stuff at the moment.
Operational range for an R-77 is 80 to 100 kilometers.
Lucky to get 20 miles on an optimal shot at the moment.
Right.
So something's seriously wrong with it. Well, at least they've quote-unquote fixed the Aim-120C. Now, I don't know anything about these missiles in real life. None of you do either. You know, no one knows really what these missiles can do against each other. But at least they fixed the game. The game was broken. And I know you guys don't like hearing it like this, but this is just how it is. The SD-10 was way too good, and it upset people. And now they've made it the same as the Aim-120C. Fixed the game, basically. We now have a fair fight. And that's it. Aim-120B is just lagging behind by a couple of miles, which is pretty much where we'd expect it. You know, slightly fatter fins or whatever the difference is. And the R-77 is still hopelessly hopeless. Great data I got there. I'm chuffed with that. If they're going to change it again, maybe. But at least we won't have any people complaining anymore that the SD-10 is better than the Aim-120C. I hope you enjoyed that and see you later.